That's about what I should be, just 35. That seems to be about what happens. And whatnot, All right, who's here? King B's here. Brian Sheldon's here. Chris is here. BJ's here. Red Chili Man's here. The regular asshole. How's everybody's week? How's everybody's weekend? What's everybody doing? How's everybody? And all that good stuff. Oh, 10's good. Yeah, I don't know that I've seen Pinnell's Instagram either. He's more of a Facebooky kind of fella. Oh. What up, everybody? Oh, we got messages coming in on Facebook. Buddy just got get rid of that. Get rid of that, I said. My buddy just got a 3D printer today that he got all set up. Kate, stop it. I'm gonna mute you. It just keeps popping up. You guys need to stop talking. It's my OnlyFans. BJ's making blanks. This week I made a custom order French rolling pin. What else? A couple of pens for the Chili's pen that he ordered last week, the Purple Heart one, and Richardson's pen. What else? What else did I do this week? Boxed up some stuff and got it shipped. Yeah, about it. Not so much. And tonight we're gonna do. I dropped the ball on doing the poll this week. I completely realized, like, last night that I never did a poll to see what we're gonna turn this week, and then I just decided, instead of giving people like a couple hours to vote on a thing, that I would just turn the Torrified maple that I kept putting in the poll and nobody wanted, because it was feeling bad for itself, and I don't want it to feel bad anymore. So we're going to make it into something. But I also think that it might be kind of boring looking once we get it turned. So I got my dyes out. We might splash some color on the outside of it, just to have fun mucking around. But we'll see how things go. If it doesn't look like I'm going to have time for dye, it's water-based dye, so it dries pretty quick. And we could just splotch it on and just, do a quick lacquer coat on the outside before we flip it around. Might be interesting, might not. We're going to experiment, because that's what we do. Came through on that pen. Yeah, sure did. Oh, back hurts. Having a lacquer coat. What? Use real words. You lacquer coat mime is interesting. That's not a sentence. Oh, all right. Should we just get spinning it? Let's just get into it, instead of mucking around waiting for people to show up. They'll just show up and not know what we're doing. Oh. Pantomime for putting on lacquer. Okay. Oh, here we go. Torrified maple. Figured out that I'm going to have to make a rack for turning tools, because they just go all over the place now. Torrified maple. Get my buddies on Facebook asking if I'm doing a live show tonight while I'm doing a live show. Just put a reminder in your phone, if you don't remember when a live show is. I've missed one live show in the last like 26 weeks. It's safe to assume that I'm doing a live show tonight, Bennett. Amber's here. Adam Sweet. That might be a new name. Welcome to the show. I don't remember everybody that has ever showed up, but... Oh. All right. Okay. Am I ready? Who thinks I'm ready? Yeah. All right. Never turned Torrified maple. Don't know what it's going to do. Going on a little dusty so far. Might be pretty boring. I think we're gonna splash some dye on it. What am I doing? Is this what I'm doing? That's becoming a fairly standard shape on the channel. I do like it. Maybe a little steeper on the cove bit. What do we think? Or should we just make it a round thing and let the dye do some fun things to it? I don't know. Megan likes it. It is kind of a default bowl style on the channel these days. A little around that way and a little up that, a little cove that way. I don't know. It is, I do like it though. Like there's a reason that it's become a default. Let's just say that's what we're doing so that we can get to the splash and color part on it. We'll do the bottom. We'll sand it up. We'll hit it with some random colors. Instead of wasting time trying to figure out a better shape for it. It's pretty dusty. Like, it's not, it's cutting okay, but there's a lot of dust too. It's certainly, the torrification process certainly changes the physical nature of the maple, because it doesn't feel anything like turning maple. Oh, I got to tell you, I tried the new Easy Wood Tools parting tool when I was doing the custom rolling pin. That thing is not messing around. Like that, it's a serious thing. Oh, Bennett did show up. I was talking about you. I was like, why is he messaging me on Facebook about whether I'm doing a live show while I'm doing a live show? It's a little chippy. It's a strange wood. I'm gonna turn this. I'm undecided on whether or not I like this wood. It's not maple anymore, that's for damn sure. Once they torrify it, I don't even think they should put the word maple back on. Yeah, needed a sharper side. Okay, that's bowl shaped. Let's see how it sands. Probably is going to sand really good, actually. The way it feels like it's cutting, it's probably going to sand really good. That's not going to work. I was almost ready for the show. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was almost ready for the show. Here we go. Where do we start? What did I do? 3, 240. I got two 240s here for some reason. Let's see if we can start at 150 and see how it goes. Loud noises. I was right that it's pretty boring, but we'll smack some color on it. Let's go up to, what should we do? We'll go up to 240, and we'll hit it with a bunch of color, just random splotches. I'll let you guys pick. And then, yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Loud noises again. Turn that on. Sure. Got a little tear right there that I'm not super thrilled about. Think I can sand through it? Probably not with 240. Yeah, let's try. You guys don't have anywhere to be, right? got through it or I didn't, and I'm not going to worry about it either way. My tack cloth. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Let's have some fun with some color. Here we go. We got options. I'm using it's actually fabric dye, but it's like a multi-purpose dye that says wood on it too, and it's what I used on the ash bowl. So what should we do? We got navy blue, we got scarlet red, we got just straight up purple, and we got dark green. So we can do a combination of these things. We can do, I'm thinking we start with navy blue, get it into the grain, and then sand it back, and then do some other stuff on top of it, but that's just my idea. I'll let you guys be in charge. Lily says red. Red would be cool if I did the navy blue to get it down into the grain, and then I did the red on top of it. That might be cool. It might be cool with the green on top of it too, actually. I don't know. Let's have a sit and think. Green for St. Patrick's Day is a good idea. Actually, it's St. Patrick's Day this week. A little of the red and purple. Amber saying green. Looks like we got a lot of greens. I'll brush you guys off. Excuse me while I brush you guys off. St. Patty's Day bowl. All right, we'll just do green. Bought some fairly wet maple burl. Have to decide on how I'm going to turn it. Yeah, bowls or platters. Todd Longerbeam showed up. Your pen's on the way, Todd. We're doing Torrified maple tonight, and we're going to hit it with some dye. And it sounds like we're doing a St. Patty's Day dye job on it. I'm going to put the dark blue down into the grain to give it a little pop. And then we'll sand it back, and then we'll do green on top of it. And the navy blue should sort of accentuate the grain pattern underneath the green. We'll see. We'll see. Let's hit it. Let's just get on it. Come on. 23 minutes in. We're already slapping dye on the outside of this bowl. Okay. Because this navy blue is actually more like black. Like it's super, super dark blue. Get rid of the red and the purple. I have yet to open this green. This green's brand new. We will find out. And you know what? If it's maple tends to get a little splotchy, but I think that'll just add to the interestingness of it, which is what we're trying to accomplish because this is pretty boring wood. So let's we'll hit it with some blue. There we go. Oh, yeah. I've been wearing gloves. I'm gonna have colored hands again. Soak that down into it. Sand it back. Lop some green on top. See what I mean about this blue? Like, in what way is that navy blue? It's like purple, like super dark purpley gray. I don't know, but There we go. Let that soak in. Maybe have a bevy. And we'll sand it back after it's dry. And then we'll layer some green on top of it. I like that idea. Yeah, I'm gonna have purple finger. Oh, the bed of my lathe is gonna be purple too, apparently. Yep. Add a little color to the Laguna. Okay. I don't even know actually if I have any beer. I said, like I said, I was only almost ready for the show. And no, I do not. So let's see what in the whiskey cabinet we got in here. We got Jim Beam honey. All right. And we'll get it out of the way. I am not endorsing consuming alcoholic beverages while working with power tools. I don't want to hear about it. A little bit of the Jim Beam. A little bit of the Not Pepsi. For those of you who were here last week, you understand that joke. All right. Blue, I don't know why they call that blue. That is not a blue, as far as I'm concerned. Just drink a Pepsi. It's slightly stronger than Canadian beer. Oh, you got them fighting words, Paul. Oh, Paul just got a new horde of cedar for guitars. Spanish cedar, I think, isn't it? It's like purpley. Yeah, this week's episode brought to you by Not Pepsi. Oh. Beer is basically a currency in Canada. Yeah. We do drink a fair bit of beer. That's good. This is the Jim Beam honey. If you haven't tried this stuff, it's pretty good. It's a little sweet, but I mean, you would expect, like, bourbon is already kind of sweet, and then you add honey to the process of making it. It's going to get sweeter, but it's tasty. You have orders for 14 bodies already? Man, you should quit your job and just go full-time guitar making. Do I have any tool rests added for the 1216 bowl rest, J rest? I have a curved bowl rest that I never use, but I got it because I thought I might use it. But I never do. I think I've used it maybe twice. But that's the only supplementary tool rest that I have. I believe it is a one-way curved. Oh, that's why I never use it, because I need to knock the. I'll show you. This is my one-way curved tool rest, but I gotta nip this corner off, because once you get it in there, you need this corner to be like that so that it doesn't catch that bottom corner on your bowl while it's spinning. And this is some pretty thick steel, and I don't really have the proper stuff to be cutting metal this thick. So I think I'm gonna have to take it someplace and have somebody do it. Maybe I'll just drop it off at Bennett's house. He's got metal working stuff. You can nip the corner off that, can't you, Bennett? Making an aluminum insert for the Laguna. I can use all the other... This heater's on. Oh, we got lucky. We didn't pop a breaker there. Is the post the correct height? That was why I got the one way, because I was looking at, I think it was a robust curved tool rest, but in the store we put it in the 12/16 and it was actually too long, so it would have been too high. But this one actually is workable. Use the white wheel on the grinder to grind it down before I replace it. Well, too late. I did actually get the CBN on the dealie. What lathe do I have? I have the Laguna 12/16. Bennett says he can do it for me. Okay. I'll throw it on your driveway one of these days and then I'll message you. Yeah, Misfit just got CB. You got a 2-pack of CBNs, didn't you? I have a problem though. I don't know how I'm gonna get the tool rest back on the damn side with the CBN wheel, because I can't get the other side of the housing back on it because the wheel's too thick, and the tool rest goes through the housing to function. So I don't know how I'm supposed to. I don't know how to do that. So I've got the CBN wheel on there. I don't have a tool rest on there, so can't use the CBN wheel. I need a Wolverine system. That's expensive. Maybe. Yeah, I go with the Wolverine, but I'd rather at least be able to use it and like replenish the bank account from spending a ton of money. Next paycheck, maybe the Wolverine jig. Where does that attach to then? Where do you attach the Wolverine jig if it doesn't attach to the housing? I don't understand. Yeah. 12/16 will do a 12-inch bowl, or yep, I can do on the outboard side and do a 16. You attach it to the bench? Oh, drilling holes in my fancy cabinet. Yeah, well, it is a piece of shop furniture. Shouldn't feel too bad about drilling holes in it when you need to. It's looking pretty dry. Oh, I should have left it spinning. Probably dry a little bit faster if I leave it spinning. Base of plywood to put the grinder on and attach the jig thing to the plywood base. Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I did drill holes in the workbench for the pen press, yeah. But I mean, that's a workbench. It's not like a nice piece of furniture. But actually, you know what? That sharpening station sideboardy thing is still a piece of shop furniture. Like, you should treat it that way. You can always make a new top for it. If you drill a bunch of holes in it, you just make a new panel and slap a new panel on the top of it. If you ever wanted to move it inside and use it as a piece of like nice furniture. And, you know, it's more important that it functions for its purpose than that it looks nice. Grinder and one-way Wolverine jig on a piece of plywood. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good solution. What's the Wolverine stupid thing cost? It's like $100 or something stupid, isn't it? Rum and Coke? Well, bourbon and Coke. for dye to dry. 89.50 Pinnell says. Yeah, that's probably doable, I guess. Sand back the blue, and whoa! What is this? We got it. Is that money? Hey, that's my first ever money. I got a super chat that people talk about all the time when they do these shows. I got a super chat. Yay! Look at me. I got a super chat. How about 170 with the bull gouge jig? Oh, good. Yeah, that sounds more the same. Is there any way to use spacers to mount the outside guard? I thought about that, actually. I thought if I could just get the guard, if I could just get a little spacer on the outside, I could put the housing back on, and then I could put the tool rest back on and get it usable again. And I think I might try that to at least keep me going until I get the new Wolverine get up, if that's what I'm going to do. I would send you one, but I don't want to encourage. Super, send me one what? Oh, a super chat? Yeah, that's what it did. It encouraged me. It's not a nice piece of furniture. Yeah. It's not supposed to be a nice piece of furniture. I just over fancied my shop thing. What was the first hand plane that I purchased? That's a pretty good question. I think it was this block plane that I then replaced the knob because I wanted it to be fancier for some reason. And it's crap. Pretty sure that was the first hand plane that I bought. It's probably not as crap as I think it is. It was probably crap because I didn't know what I was doing in terms of like sharpening and setting it up and stuff. But I think that was the first. How is my hollowing tool? I have not used the hollowing tool yet. I have used the parting tool, and it means business. It's not messing around. It's like so fast parting off the rolling pin that I did. It just went in like it was a hot knife through butter. I almost just completely parted it off. I was just trying to get it down to a little nub so I could saw it because I needed to do both sides. And I almost went all the way through before I could even think about the fact I was doing it. I probably will use the hollowing tool tonight. That's the plan. Just we'll give it a test run. Let's sand back the blue. We'll throw on some green. What kind of scrapers do I use? I just use carbide stuff as of right now. I will get around to getting a traditional scraper of some kind eventually. So I don't know how you could call that denim blue, but that's what's on the label. Let us go with, we'll sand it back with 320. And then we'll slap some green on it. And we will grab a mask. And we'll wipe it off so I can see through it. Loud noises. May have taken too much out. I don't know. We're just having fun. Green. Didn't really go into the grain at all. Like, torrified maple's weird. It actually went into the not grain. We're having fun, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing anyway. And in what way is this green? Okay. Well, it's got a green tinge, I guess, but I don't know. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a bunch of green on here. We're gonna let it dry. We're gonna sand it back. And then I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. At least we're finding out what color these dyes are, I guess. That's of value, I suppose. It has a green tint. Maybe do just like a super light sanding after it dries. We'll spin it so it can dry. We'll do a super light sanding with, like, I don't know, 600, just to take off a little bit of the intensity of it. Who knows? We're having fun. Damp rag because it's super concentrated. Maybe, but I tried diluting when I did the ash bowl. I tried diluting it a little bit and it just came out like nothing. Like there wasn't enough intensity. Maybe there's some kind of midpoint between those two things. Jesse Jones is here. What am I making? I am making a mess, is what I'm doing, is what I'm making. I'm making a torrified maple bowl with some dye stuff on it. Just soak it, just like go right full intensity green. We could do that too. Maybe it lightens up when we hit it with finish. Is that a Bon Jovi shirt? No, this is a Labyrinth shirt. It's got Bowie. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're making a greenish, bluish, torrified maple bowl. We're gonna chop a reset to it. We're gonna hit it with some lacquer. Jason Bass just got a 1216 Laguna. Nice. It's a good piece of equipment. I could see if you didn't actually, just at a glance, I could see that being like 80s Bon Jovi. But no. Torrified maple with some dyes on it. It's always an adventure on this show. Welcome to the 1216 Club. Yeah, we do have a few 1216ers in here. I think, doesn't BJ have 1216 too? Can make sawdust with, that's, yeah. Even if that's all you're doing, it's still a valuable time spent in the shop. Yeah, BJ does have 1260. I think it's I still think it's probably the best unit in that price range. Come on, green. I can see it drying. It's getting lighter. Mike is bringing us along in his learning curve. That's what I'm doing. That's all this channel has ever been, is like, come along while I tried to do things, and sometimes they work. What chuck do you all have? Well, I can't answer for all, but I have the one-way Talon. Misfit's got the Nova G3. That's probably a nice chuck. How big of a bowl can I make? I can make a 12-inch bowl over the bed or a 16-inch bowl on the outboard side. But I've never done anything on the outboard side because I've never needed to. Because I'm not convinced that I'm qualified to make a 16-inch bowl yet. Then again, I'm not qualified to make a guitar either, and I'm doing that. Get the Penn State one. I started with the Penn State one with the two. And it's fine. It's just I found myself when I'm undoing things, I need another hand or something to catch the bowl from coming off. So I wanted a one hand. But I had 5 different sets of jaws. I still have my PSI, and I leave it with pen jaws in it because why not? Now I have a pen chuck. The 1216 there is $1,600 Australian. What's that in Canadian? I don't know what the exchange rate is. I think you're almost on par with Canada. But it's a heavy piece of shipping, right? Like, so probably most of that is like the freight to get it to your island. Most times things turn out well. Other times it gets interesting. That's true. That's what this show is. 800 US. Yeah, that's about what I paid. I paid about a grand Canadian. 1562 Canadian. That's $500 in shipping. That's, yeah. Exchange rate loonies to didgeridoos. It makes it $1,562. But I mean, you have to compare that to what you're going to get, what the other options in that price range are, right? I bet the Rikon is probably $500 more than it is here too, if that's the case for the Laguna. See if green's dry. Mike wants me to leave it full intensity. It looks a lot more green now than it did when it was wet. I get a little piece of, what is this? 4, 8. A little piece of 800. Take off the nibs that probably happened because it's a water-based dye, so it raised the grain a little bit. Green. It's now green. Let's do one more coat of green. Get it back some intensity. And then we'll hit it with some lacquer. Dig a recess out of it. Was this green? See, I can't even tell if it's green, if it was green or blue on this thing. I think that's green. We'll treat that 800 as just the knocking down the raised grain. Get another layer of green in there to bring back the intensity. And then we will just hit it with some lacquer. Then we'll do the inside. And we'll leave the inside natural so that there's like a contrast between the outside and the inside. Because that looked pretty neat on the ash one that I did purple. Okay. We're on an adventure. I met Prince Andrew when I was in the Navy. Seemed like an okay guy, bit pretentious. Yeah, I imagine that Prince Andrew would be a little bit pretentious. Each Canadian only pays $1.50 a year to have the Queen on our money. Yeah, that's the thing. We have the Queen on our money. It's not fair. It's not fair you pay so much in Canada for things. It's bad enough you have to give money to the Queen. Oh, that's where this conversation started. Yeah. It's true. We do pay a fair bit in Canada for things. But not for some other things, I don't think. I think we're cheaper on some things. I'd be happy to get her off our money. I don't know that I want to get all political about the royal family on the show. I'm almost completely indifferent to whether or not we remain under the monarchy. Queen's face over some other options? Yeah, probably. I would put Terry Fox on some money. That'd be cool. Could put Gord on some money. Cheaper on beer. That's the way to keep us subdued. That's it. They make our beer cheap and it keeps us from having a revolution. Yeah, let's discuss politics. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's a great idea. The Queen is the reason Australia and Canada are like brothers. Yeah, does tie us together in a way. Can send Justin Bieber back. That'd be great. We would appreciate that. Green dyed torrified maple. Oh, I don't care. See, Jason's got the right idea. I don't care who's on my money as long as it's in my pocket. Yeah. I mean, really, how much like physical money do we even use these days, right? What does it matter who's on it? Oh, it's good. Speaking of the monarchy, I don't know anything by King Industrial. Yes, I have that exact. He's thinking about getting the 8-inch jointer. That's the jointer I have, is the King Industrial 8-inch. Well, I got the bench top. It's fine. I mean, it's the right. How do I say it? It is worth what you pay for it. It's a hell of an upgrade from what I was using. Do I think I should have spent more money and gotten a bigger, better unit? Probably. But it's doing good work for me. It's getting good work done. It's all that I need for most things. And the price was right. Favorite donut? Depends where I'm getting it from. I mean, we go with the default and say Tim Hortons. My favorite Tim Hortons donut is probably the Boston cream. But if I'm getting a donut from a good bakery, I will probably say I enjoy a good honey cruller. I enjoy sour cream glazed. Yeah, we don't have Krispy Kreme, no. What did Bennett say that he's getting a hell's yes for? Now isn't a good time to bring up the Royals. You might get labeled as something. People are going to label people. Dunkin' Donuts. We do have some Dunkin' Donuts in Canada, I think, don't we? I don't know. Hey, Beckham made it. Oh, I got another couple of cruller fans. I do like a good cruller. Sour cream glaze sounds great, yeah, because it is. What did I miss? Well, we're on an adventure with this torrified maple bowl that's now green. It was blue-ish, and now it's green. Boston cream, longer beam, attaboy. I didn't leave it spinning again. It'll dry faster if you leave it spinning, idiot. It dries a lot more green than it goes on. I'll give it that. If by green you mean some other color. It's greenish. It's a super dark green though. You're right. And it doesn't look like it's green. It's going to be green when you put it on. Apple fritter is okay. There's a Krispy Kreme in Toronto. That's interesting. Maybe there's one in Vancouver then too. Best Boston cream donuts are in New York. Well, mail me one. That probably wouldn't be any good anymore after it came through the mail though. Could you imagine getting a donut in the mail from New York? Oh, I hear my kid getting upset about something. He's probably mad at his friend on a video game. He just... Too much Gin and Coke? I haven't had 2 ounces of Gin and Coke yet. Put the bowl in the washer to get it the right shade of green. I don't think I'm going to be putting it in the washer. As soon as this is dry, we're going to slap it with some lacquer. And then and we're going to do a recess, and then the recess will be natural as well. I'm not going to re-dye the recess, so that'll be cool. And then we'll flip it around. We're already in an hour. It's going to be another long show this week, guys. They aren't called Dunkin' Donuts anymore. They're going healthy. What are they calling it? Like, I don't know. I got nothing. I still think it's cool I got my first super chat today. Lacquer, I hardly know her. Oh, hey-oh. Come on, dry. I want to get on with this. Have a Korean donut store on almost every corner. What's a Korean donut? Maybe Koreans make fantastic donuts. I would try a Korean donut. YouTube check is going to be double this month. I don't know about that. Maybe. A couple more super chats and I'll double my income from YouTube. YouTube's going to start taxing me on American viewers. You know that? I got an email saying that you have to declare your tax information to YouTube because the US government is going to start taking its share based on the number of American viewers you have. So now I'm getting double taxed on my minimal YouTube income. Like I get income hit with income tax by the Canadian government, and now I'm going to hit with a royalty tax or something from based on the percentage of American YouTube viewers I have. Yeah, it's weird. American viewers need to use VPN, then I don't get taxed on the. Well, it can't be that much though. I don't make enough money from YouTube for it to be that much money that they're gonna take. They get us any way they can. I know. Whatever. I'll make $42 that month instead of 46 or whatever. I make significantly more money from my Etsy store and my Patreon page than I do from YouTube. Let's put it that way. Well, I don't know if I can say significantly more. It doesn't matter. It's not like this is my full-time job and I need to have it in order to keep living inside and eating food. Death and taxes. That's it. And I got another super chat for the 1216 club. Hashtag 1216 club. Thanks, Misfit. Appreciate that. That's cool. I got 2 super chats. I got my first one and my second one. All right, let's hit it with some lacquer if it's dry. Oh no. I didn't think about that. We don't have a lot of lacquer in here. Uh-oh. Might not get as many coats of lacquer as I was hoping to. I got another coat in there, I think. All right. We're sitting down a lot today. Too many stages to a dyed bowl. You know, like let it dry like 6 times throughout the process. Next week we're gonna. Oh, I say that all the time though. We're gonna do a simple, straightforward thing. You use custom grit over the lacquer. That's a good point, and it would smooth it out. That's what I'll do. I'll do another coat of lacquer, and then we'll smooth it out with a custom grit. Beckham, whoop whoop. Hey, oh man, I'm making money. Thanks, Beckham. Said $5 Australia or USD. I don't know. Google is gonna sort it all out. I don't even know how to find out like how much I make from. Well, I know how to figure out how much I'm making from advertising on YouTube. But this is my first experience getting super chats, so I don't even know how I go find out like where I get that money. Like, does that just add on to my AdSense revenue, or do I have to like do something else to get access to that? Or I don't. I really appreciate it though. That's awesome. Okay, greenish bowl. It's not greenish. It's definitely green now. I was concerned. I nearly couldn't get my password correct. You have to enter a password to send a super chat? My real job, Paul, is I am a newspaper journalist. I'm a full-on educated. I have a bachelor of journalism, and I in fact have a bachelor of English, a BA in English rhetoric and professional writing as well. Next week, Mike only reads super chats. That's right. No, that's not a thing. How's the guitar building? I knew that somebody was going to ask about the guitar building. The guitar building is not progressing anymore. I hit an emotional wall about the guitar, and so I've set it aside. I have lots of time to build the guitar, but it's in the same state it was in 3 weeks ago or whatever when I showed it to you last. The neck is mostly done. I need to radius the fretboard, and I need to finish carving the back of the neck, and then the neck is done, and then I could start on the body. I got 5 months to make this guitar, so I don't know why I was so like gotta make a guitar. Like, I've got a lot of time, so I'm gonna chip away at it. That's a dying trade unless you do web-based. Yeah, well, most of our stuff is we're kind of web primary now. We do print a physical newspaper once a week, but we write for the website, and then the newspaper is like the best of the stories from that week that went on the website. Worked in newspapers for several years. Dad used to own a newspaper. Nice. I like telling people what's going on around them. If we didn't want to send a super chat, is there any other way we could support Mike's Wooden Things and stuff? Thanks for asking, stranger I've never met. Pinnell's helping with marketing again. I do have a Patreon page and an Etsy store. Actually, I just put up a video, 2 hours ago? Maybe not even. That has the discount code for this week. I just hit 250,000 people clicking my videos. And so I'm giving a 25% off coupon in the Etsy store right now. So what did I name the coupon? MWTS 250K, I think. is the coupon code in the Etsy store, and you 25% off store-wide for the next week. I figured out how to preload my information section on YouTube as well. So there's links to all of these things down in the description, I think. If you just send a super chat, it's super easy, and you go in the draw to be awesome. Yes, I'll draw a name from those who give me a super chat, and that person is the best this week or something. No. Let's give it another spritz. Let that dry. Hey, Patches is back. Infinity's back. Oh, you got me up on the big screen? I bet my beard looks glorious on a big screen TV. I mean, more glorious than it already did. Oh, this is a mess. Like, we're an hour 12 in, and I haven't flipped this bowl around yet because I've been trying to mess with dye. We're doing a St. Patrick's Day Torrified maple bowl, hopefully. Oh, see, why'd you say that, Pinnell? The inside will go smoothly. March 30th. Put it on. Yeah, that would be. That would suck so bad now if I flipped this around and then something bad happened while I was doing the inside. Oh. But, you know, it won't surprise me either. I still got to hang out with my friends and, you know, have a bevy or two, play with some dye, turn my fingers green. It's you know, I think I don't remember what the price tag was. If anybody saw the price of that blank, let me know, but I think it was in the $12 to $15 range. So if it breaks, it breaks. Kind of boring just waiting for things to dry, though. Lily, where's my Lily? We need a random hypothetical question to discuss. Yes, that's true. If it blows up, you also get the entertainment value, the additional entertainment value of that happening. Just green shards of torrified maple just going everywhere. No, where's my Lily? Come on, we need a random hypothetical. You're my girl. She fell asleep on the couch. Wake her up. I need a hypothetical question. Mike, at the beginning of the show, you asked what we've been up to. This morning, I went to a customer's place to help him polish his knobs. Yeah, you probably did. Super chats from everyone, and if it explodes. Only use green on the inside. I'm not going to dye the inside at all. The inside's going to be whatever color torrified maple is. I don't think the blue layer is actually going to come through anyway. Normally when you dye wood, the dye goes into the grain when you sand it, and then when you sand it back, it accentuates the grain. Torrified maple doesn't work that way. it actually absorbed more into the not grain than it did into the, that's weird. Torrified maples is weird. Worked in IT for the past 22 years. And now you're going full on guitar mad. 15 orders for guitar bodies. That's awesome. How's the whiskey barrel Telecaster coming? What dye did I use? I used RIT multi-purpose water-based dye. If you were a transformer, hey, here we go. If you were a transformer, what vehicle would I turn into? Helicopter would be cool. I would like to turn into a helicopter. Because I would probably want to turn into a vehicle that flies. But I like helicopters because they don't need runways. They can just go. Sold every whiskey barrel guitar body I ever made. Yeah, I bet. That's cool. If you could make your own band, who would be the band members? Okay. If I could make like the Dream Team band, it would be Pearl Jam. With Matt Cameron on drums. And I would take Pearl Jam and I would add Eric Clapton to Pearl Jam. That would be my Dream Team band. Or David Gilmour. My spirit animal? I don't know what my spirit animal is. Neil Peart, Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson. That's a good list. I'd put David Gilmour and Eric Clapton on guitar. Geddy Lee is a good pick on bass. But so is what's his face from Primus. That's unfortunate that I don't remember that guy's name. And then I would have Eddie Vedder on vocals and Neil Peart on drums if he was alive still. Les Claypool, there he is. Thank you. That Tea Party guy he's like an operatically trained singer, I think. Same with the guy from Queensryche. That guy's got a seriously talented voice as well. Oh, wait, missed a question. What angle do I grind my gouges at? I don't know. About like that. Dave Grohl would be a good addition, yes. Slash, okay, I can understand the argument. Oh, you know who else? If I was going to pick a drummer that was alive, like if that was a condition. What's his face? Dave Matthews. The left-handed guy from Dave Matthews. Damn it. The names aren't working for me tonight. Somebody out there knows. Somebody knows what the left-handed drummer guy's name from Dave Matthews Band is. Because if I had to pick a drummer that was alive, Carter Beauford. That's his name. The one-armed drummer from Zeppelin? You mean the one-armed drummer from Def Leppard? Zach Wilde on guitar, yeah. That's if you don't want to hear anyone else. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good band. You got who did I say? David Gilmour, Eric Clapton, Eddie Vedder, Geddy Lee, Carter Beauford. That's a pretty good band. Okay. Let's do sorry, Def Leppard. Yeah, I was like, I don't think the drummer from Led Zeppelin was one-armed. Let's get the 800 again. Where's my 800? Speed it up. Try not to go through the lacquer. Just a quick, like that, to denub it. And then we'll custom grit. Probably just go straight to step 2. Can I just go straight to step 2, Scott? Or do I have to do both steps? Because I'm at like an hour 22 already. If I could skip a step, that'd be awesome. And if you think you can. All right, well, I don't know what that means. But I sanded up to 800 before the lacquer. And then I just did another 800. I'm going to just go step 2. Try to save some time. Come on. Whew. Okay, that worked well. Okay, now we'll knock a recess into it, and then we'll flip it over. At hour 24, and we're on the outside of this damn bowl still. That's pretty cool, actually. I kind of like that. Okay. I'll just give that some of this oily custom stuff. That's the custom wax, beeswaxy. All right. We're almost on the outside of the bowl. An hour and 29 minutes into the show. Ugh. Let's flip it around. I'm gonna vacuum for a second. Loud noises. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. Where is my one of these? I need one of these. Okay, there we go. Inside, hour 31, starting the inside. And that may have been a gunshot. Oh, I've got my just straight up Coca-Cola Classic. Okay, inside. Where is my, there. Let's be able to see. Let's go down go just about 2 inches deep into this thing. Yeah, I might not, but I could. And we'll get the new hollower ready for its first action on the show. Yeah. Let's get a bunch of it out. Don't do that. It's not maple anymore after they bake it. It's like cedar. It's like almost like cedar. It's weird. So weird. It's got like soft chunks in it. It's weird. You guys are getting dusty again. We're not very deep yet, though. Well, okay, never mind. We're an inch deep already. Let's go a little more, and then we'll sit. I might go have a little swear out in the driveway. This is weird stuff that's scaring me a little bit. But I also feel a little rushy, and that makes me uncomfortable. And this is getting hot. Okay. That got really hot suddenly. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. You're gonna look at my planes and stuff for a minute. I'll be back. You know what I need? I need one of these other bevies that I got. You guys ever had one of these guys? I'm not a big Starbucks kind of fella, but these cold ones are pretty good. I tense it up over the inside of this bowl. It's Torrified Maple's weird. Whoa, more super chat. Takes as long as it takes. Okay. Well, it is doing that. An hour 41, and I'm maybe halfway done the inside. I think I'm subconsciously worried that I'm going to wreck the bowl now that I took an hour and a half to do the outside of it. And I need to just not be worried about that. It's also really weird to dig out the inside of this bowl. Like it feels super soft, and it's not. What did I miss? A chunk of cedar to do a bowl out of? Not really. I've got some yellow cedar down here still that I... Anybody use hunter tool? I've never heard of hunter tools. Good thing we've seen that you turn a walnut bowl in 20 minutes. That's true. I have to... when things are going well, they can go quickly. This one is frustrating me a little bit though. The green looks really good from over here, I gotta say. And these are delicious. Sort of Frappuccino things. Ram Jams, Black Betty, yes. Sing it in your head. Replace the words with, oh, baby plant. What? Mike's an interesting fella. Comes up with things like that. I don't know if I like the caramel better or the vanilla better. This episode brought to you by Starbucks Frappuccino. And my wonderful fans sending me super chats all of a sudden. That's awesome. Okay, bowl. Me and you. Did you? Yeah. If you wanted, you gotta send me a chunk of that Spanish cedar if you want. That'd be great. That's what this stuff feels. It feels like cedar, which is super weird. Let's play with the new. Easy wood. That'll be fun. Just switch things up a little bit because the gouge. I'm not feeling the gouge in my hands right now. Well, I mean, I'm feeling it in my hands. It's not reacting in a way that I like. So we play with this guy. Ooh, I like that very much. Yes, I like this very much. Yes, I do. I like this very much. It's dustier because it's scraping instead of cutting, but it's still cutting too. Like, yep. I'm a fan of this thing. Probably check where we're at. Okay, good thing, because we are almost 1 3/4 inches down. And yeah, let's keep going. tabby there. Vacuum for a sec. Okay. Yeah. I think I gotta be good there. A little more in that bottom corner, but we're close now. This was the answer. I'm a fan of this thing. Let's do a little bit of flat. I think so. Sanding. It is, because the tip is so little on that thing, it does want to create little, but I'll just start with a lower grit sandpaper. Oh, it got a little bit thin right there where the the cove gets. That's okay. Still not, there's still enough meat there. Okay. start all the way down at 80. There we go. Loud noises. I can't see. Can't see. That's not good. Last one. Okay. Torrified maple. Yep. Custom grit. We had another adventure. Step one. Oh, let's turn this thing up again. Don't be stupid. Wear your stuff. Put it down in front of your face. Okay. Okay, Scott, I have to bring a bunch of this to North America and sell it for you. Because people here need to have this. gonna do step 2 after one more sit, because at this point, 2 hours and 8 minutes in, we can probably just go for an extra 15. Oh. That finish is custom grit by my boy Chili in the chat in Australia. He makes it out of magical Australian beeswax and powder harvested from a remote mountainside that he has to take a kangaroo mystic to get access to. And it is a finish and sanding compound in one. And it's good. It's a little grabby, like because of the viscosity of it, the thickness of it. I almost want to hit it with a heat gun or something to get it a little bit more but once you get it spinning and stop grabbing, and it heats up and the friction and starts to break down the compound and stuff, it's nice. The wall isn't as thin as we're at the very bottom of the cove. I think the wall is probably an 1/8, but that's lots. Whoa, that's a good point. I have a tool and I can figure out how thick the wall is, don't I? As you work it in, it does. It needs to break down a little bit. It works in conditions below. Yeah, it's just until the grit starts breaking down, it does want to grab a paper towel a little bit, but you just know that and don't start pushing it, driving it deep until the grit starts breaking down. Right? It's good. It's good stuff. We're gonna do step 2. What does step 2 actually take it up to, Scott? Like 15,000 or something? And actually after we do step 1, step 2, and then after step 2, I also like to do a coat of the polishing wax, which is essentially just like a paste wax, like almost a pure beeswax kind of stuff. And then it just gives it an extra little bit of luster on top. We're going to do that on the inside, and that purification process of that maple does make it much more of a like honey brown, actually a little darker than honey. So that contrast between the inside and the outside on this bowl, I think, is going to look pretty stellar. And we're only 2 hours and 11 minutes into the show. Okay, maybe not die anymore on the live show. We'll see. It's fun, but that's what took so long, I think, was the various layers of dye and having to let them dry in between before you could sand them back, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty nice addition to the store. Step 2. That is not step 2. That is the final. That's the custom wax stuff that I do last. Where's my step 2? Oh, it's up there. Yeah, see, until that polishing compound stuff starts breaking up, it does actually wants to pull the paper towel out of your hand, is what it wants to do. But once it gets smooth and starts breaking down with the friction, yeah. And then one coat of custom wax. Find a fresh spot on the paper towel. We'll have a look. One Torrified maple, green dyed outside. That came out pretty nice. That was worth 2 hours and 15 minutes of effort, I think. Contrast between the outside and the inside. That is a slick bowl. That might be one of my better ones on the live show. It's getting stuff on it though. Dust all over the place. I should probably get it inside and stop handling it. Yeah, that was a good one. Well done choosing green as well. I was concerned about the green for a little while, but good. Thank you for coming along for that adventure. Sorry it took 2 hours and 15 minutes to accomplish. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm going to stop handling it while it finishes curing up. Okay, well, now we'll have the rest of our beverage. And we will take any last minute questions. Raffle. I'm not sure this one's even going to be for sale, to be honest. I might keep that. We'll see. If I decide that it's for sale, it'll go on the Etsy store. Keep your eyes open for it if you want to watch it. Can I tilt the hollower to shear scrape? Yeah, you can. But it won't be as... Okay, how to explain it? Because you want as much of the bottom of the tool resting on the tool rest. If it's a square bottom thing. So if you tilt it to get a shear cut, now you're writing on that bottom edge, instead of the bottom flat. So that probably isn't a great idea, but I do that with my little ones. And I will do that with that one as well. Let me know when you want to fly me up to help you with the guitar. If I could fly you in to help me with the guitar, I would absolutely do that. But I'll get it figured out eventually. Oh, the Super Chat raffle. Who's the best viewer award? Chili's got 2 entries. I don't want to go back through and see. Well, you win best viewer of the night, Chili. Let's just award you best viewer of the night. 2 super chats, and you provided the finish. And that we need to figure out a way to get me a box of that, because I will sell that for you here. I've got to warn everybody, it's not going to be inexpensive. It's going to be an expensive product that's going to be worth it. And it's going to last a really long time. Like, because you don't use very much of it. And what's that? It's like an 8-ounce container, Chili? Those guys that you sent? Yeah, you're not going to go through a tin a year, I'll tell you that. Beckham and Misfit are also super viewers. You're all super viewers in my books. What size is the lathe swing? Is that that's the over the bed, right? I don't know terms. It's 12. It's a 12/16, so you can turn a 12-inch thing over the bed. If that's what that question was. 6 ounces? Okay. You're still 6 ounces. You're not going to go through a tin of that a year. Unless, I mean, if you were in a production facility or something, then yeah. But as a hobbyist guy, I'm not going to go through both of those tins of finish in a year. The size and diameter of a bowl, I can turn 12 inches inside. Outboard, I can do an extra 4. So I can go to 16 inches if I flip to the outboard side. And I have maxed it out and done a 12-inch ash bowl on it. There's a video actually on the chat. The ash, purple ash bowl. The purple ash bowl video was a 12-inch blank. Did I get the bed extension? I got the 10-inch outboard extension that lives on the bed extension, like the bed side for now. So yes and no. I got the 10-inch outboard that I use as a bed extension. What style of guitar am I building? It's essentially a Les Paul style guitar with a few little design tweaks. But it's a double humbucker Gibson scale length 4 pots. It's essentially a Les Paul. Please say Les Paul. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's basically what it is. It's more Les Paul than it is anything else. Oh, what else we got? All right. Seems any other last minute questions, concerns, comments? Because 2 hours, we're pushing 2.5 hours again, so I gotta eat whatever food is for tonight. I thought I heard something be delivered, but I don't know what it is. But it's probably delicious. And this thing's telling me I made 1476 on this show. That's we had a glitch. Everybody back? There's some kind of interruption there. Oh, there's a new thing up at the top. It tells me I made $14.76 on this video. That's rad. I like that. Thank you. Thanks, Megan. Appreciate it. See you next week. Another amazing show. Thanks, everybody. Lily's still out. You tell her that I shouted out an opportunity for her to give us some discussion topics, and she was asleep. Yeah, wasn't it last week we figured out that we're not friends anymore, me and Lily? I guess that's okay. Well. All right. Thanks, everybody. Everybody's saying goodnight. That's time for me too. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. See you next time. 25% off in the Etsy store. Coupon code MWTS250K for my 250,000 video views since my channel begun. That still blows me away. It's awesome. It's because of you guys. So thanks very much. See you next time. I'm gonna go find out what I got for dinner. Did you get Yeah, you did get 25% off your order, but then it went back on because of shipping. When are we having a 6 foot away barbecue at my house? Maybe next weekend. Next week, if it's nice, maybe we'll line something up for next weekend. All right. Bye, everybody. Where's my X? There it is.